I'm not ready. I've been with the site less than a year. I'm still as green as an Xbox
Listen,
logo.
you've proven yourself enough with your articles, and I need another Borderlands vet to come with me and help me review this game. And plus, he is back in the picture.
You never did tell me how Professor Tyrannus became such a villain.
Well, it started a long time ago. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, the point here is that you're ready to become a full reviewer. Now, are you ready?
I am.
All right, now bow your head. Go to the ground. On your knees. There. I confer upon ye the responsibilities of an Aristogamer. Are you ready to uphold the truth and justice of gaming? To conduct yourself with sophistication? And to always speak the truth about whatever the industry is doing?
I am.
And do you also accept...
Colonel! Your spirit communicated from beyond the grave? How is such necromancy possible?
Skype? He's Skyping in. Did you think he couldn't take care of himself?
No, what?
Yes, quite. Perhaps I'll just give you a call next time I venture out to get bread so you can protect me from the hoodlums down the block, seeing as how I'm a defenseless ninny in your mind.
Continue, Colonel.
And do you accept the responsibilities of maintaining, updating, and above all, protecting our website?
Yes, sir.
A bit more pep in your step, lad.
Yes, sir!
All right. Then it's time for you to become a full reviewer. It's time for you to level up. Let's get this review on the road, shall we? Good day, fans. J. Wellington Robofeller here with our latest contributor, Captain Leopold.
Leo for short.
Yes, and we're going to be tackling Borderlands 2 this month, the sequel to the RPG FPS blockbuster that stole gamers' hearts. And joining us via Skype, not dead magic, Leo, is the Colonel.
Oh, absolutely. I spent 90+ hours just sniping my way across Pandora in the original Borderlands, always on the hunt for the next gun. I'll be quite interested to see if they can improve that experience, or if they wrecked it like a bloody Modern Warfare game.
Borderlands does many things well, but none more so than the cooperative gameplay. Up to 4 players of your choosing can join your adventure across Pandora, and since it's drop in, drop out, you can transfer seamlessly between co-op and single player without ever losing quest progress. The difficulty is even automatically adjusted depending on the amount of people in your party.
And the game even incentivizes having more players by making loot better with each additional person in your party. If we want to maximize our loot, we should probably have a 4th person.
Quite right, but we've already got 2 zeros.
Well, if you would have picked a different class, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, well, if I'm a better sniper than you and you know it, then we could just have a duel. So let's have a duel here, Leo.
Calm down, calm down. You
Class.
can both be 0. It's not an issue. We just need a 4th player to fill the slot who's not 0. Ah, see, an accident. Just what we need. See, we're all set to go. And that's one of the great things about this game, is that your party can be as varied or homogenous as you'd like, and you still stand a chance in any mission.
Maybe we should explain first. Borderlands actually has 4 different classes. The Gunzerker, who can dual wield, the Commando, who has a sentry gun that can rip through enemies,
An assassin, who relies on stealth and melee over heavy firepower, able to dispatch enemies quickly, but sacrificing hardiness as a result.
And the Siren can suspend foes in the air and acts as a support class, bolstering the rest of the team.
Yes, and each class has its own quirks and special abilities, and it's really special to see them all come together to murder some poor sap. It's hilarious. Whenever the assassin turns invisible and he comes up and starts backstabbing some guy who's caught in the Siren's bubble.
Oh, and the Gunzerker who goes dual Rambo style while the Commando's sentry mauls him.
Ah, murder is fun.
CJ, the game at its core is about the loot. Kind of like Diablo, the story is great, and the shooting is fun, but what keeps driving you into all these unnecessary places, putting yourself in harm's way time and time again, is the loot.
Absolutely. You'll see an enemy raider encampment on the horizon and go there on a whim only to find a gun twice as strong as the one you have now just sitting in a toilet, begging to be used. The gun, not the toilet.
A toilet? That's really unhygienic.
Well, it's like pulling a gun off a dead man is any better.
I never thought of it that way before.
And the guns all have different stats and abilities that are randomized for each item. The combination is seemingly endless, allowing you to find the same items but with varying degrees of usefulness.
Oh, that's great. So I can just find a weapon for my class, examine the stats for long range, machine gun, or sidearm, and determine which is the best?
No, anyone can equip any gun, and you can have them in any combination. Heck, you can go a long range if you want.
Perhaps this is a personal problem with me, but I actually don't like that. Looting through all of the guns takes so much time, and because you don't have assigned guns to your class, that means you have to parse through every single gun you come upon, and so I have to constantly be saying, is this pistol better than this pistol? Well, this pistol may be better than my shotgun. The shotgun may be better than my long-range gun, but the long-range gun has better reload time. It's maddening. You spend so much time going through every gun from every dead villain and toilet and chest. It takes so much time, it's just a hassle.
That must be a personal opinion, because that's what I love about the game. You can do whatever you want. You can customize the perks, the weapons, the costumes. You know, this isn't Final Fantasy. Your level 26 Cloud isn't going to be nearly as identical to mine. In this game, all the characters can be as varied as a weapon selection.
And not only that, it guarantees each new person you play with is different from the last, so you can put together an ideal party based on your combined perks and upgrades.
Maybe I'm just crippled by the overwhelming amount of choice, and I'm completely willing to accept that, but I know that there are other people out there like me. And trust me, Borderlands 2 is a great game. Just adopt the sort of system that I have. Assign each kind of gun to a particular weapon slot and just update that weapon slot.
Then how do you adapt to new enemies and bosses?
I don't. It's just easier that way. You sell off the guns you don't need and you only keep 4 or 5.
Your friends are your biggest allies, especially when they're higher level than you. Not only can they provide support, but you get far better guns, and the shared experience points ensures that even if they're killing the majority of the enemies, you're still sharing a piece of the pie.
And because you're all doing part of the work and you have each other's backs, you can all share in the spoils.
But you can also acquire keys to the golden chest from Gearbox, which contains items which are way more valuable than those in the overworld. I hope these items are good. I mean, you don't get these keys every day. Hey, well, Mark, no, those are mine. I use that key, so these are my items. Can you give them back? Where are you going? No, you are not selling my items! What are you doing? Why would you steal my items from me? Stop selling them! At least give me the money! Hey, Mark, can you get out of the way? I need to get in there to turn to questions. Mark, everybody needs to get in there. What are you even doing in your menu? You're probably not even doing anything. You can change your guns later. You can do your skill point. Just move. We just need to turn this to the course. I wonder which one of these guns is best. What do you want? What? Hey, well, I can just hop in if we're gonna go somewhere. Oh God! Why did you do that? Oh no. What's so funny?
This guy, he's great. He keeps trolling you so hard.
He's just being an uncouth jerk. God, if you weren't such a good commando, I wouldn't play with you anymore.
Calm down. He's fine.
That's the only downside of co-op. Your success kind of depends on your teammates, and occasionally you'll get Angels of Mercy who want nothing more to do than to help you, like the Colonel here.
Well, hey, I found a great rifle for you over here, Jay.
Oh, thanks. I'll be right there.
Never mind. Mark Wahlberg kind of took it.
And then you have people like this.
Another incredibly strong suit to this game is its story. So you start off as a vault hunter with the leader of the Hyperion Corporation, Handsome Jack, attempting to murder you. So he's trying to get into the vault, this alien stronghold that holds immeasurable wealth, and steal whatever is inside.
But luckily for everyone, he's not very good at his job. You escape into the snow to be found by a claptrap. Thus begins a story of half revenge, half world saving, trying to beat Jack to the vault. That way he doesn't wreck Pandora.
And the story ties in magnificently to that of the prior. You meet all the old characters, interact with familiar faces, and it feels like a true continuation of the story, not some tacked-on money grab. It really grabs you by the heartstrings and tugs you through to the ending.
And that's due in no small part to the characters being so well written. Most of them are multifaceted, except Claptrap, of course.
And who needs anything more than a wise-cracking robot?
Precisely, and it's a treat listening to all these people interact with each other. You can just hear in their voices their personality, and you can hear them grow over the game's course.
Yeah, the voice acting is so great. Kudos to all of you, especially Handsome Jack.
Oh God, don't you just hate him?
Oh God, yeah, more than you'll ever know.
Yeah, and kudos to Gearbox for finally creating a character that has surpassed Scott Shelby as my most hateable character in recent memory.
The stories, characters, and co-op all form a cohesive experience that keeps you going. In games like Skyrim, you can go on forever, sure, but without anybody to share it with, it gets boring. By playing with new people, you can have new experiences each time, which extends the longevity of the game. Oh no, I died. Can someone heal me? Sorry, I was too busy pontificating to realize what I was doing.
Sorry, I'm in a firefight right now.
I'm way too far away.
Mark Wahlberg, can you help me out, please? Okay, well, just let me kill this guy. Okay, well...
Come over here and at least heal me! What are you doing? You're just standing there! No!
Oh man, that's awesome. Calm down, Jay. Respawn points right there.
But it's so much money. This isn't funny at all. I don't want to play with this guy anymore.
Jay, I think you're overreacting. I friended him on Steam. He's hilarious.
You make poor life decisions.
Come on, Jay. That's too far, man.
The only thing I have a real problem with in this game is the driving. Having to do it with a keyboard and a mouse just feels unnatural. Look at what I mean.
You use W and S to go forward and reverse, but the mouse to steer the vehicle. Why not at least give me the option to use WASD? I mean, the rest of the game has that kind of movement, so why not here too? The mouse just feels weird.
Well, it feels much better on a controller, with driving on the left stick and steering on the right, just like Halo. Everything feels snappy, responsive, intuitive.
Well, that's also something that I have a problem with, is that sometimes the driving is too snappy. Whenever you're driving around, it's loosey-goosey and your back end is flying all over the place, but whenever you make a hard right turn, all of a sudden, sometimes you snap to go straight ahead. It doesn't make any sense. The physics is jarring. It really kind of takes you out of the game. I don't like that.
Well, that problem is solved as well with the drift button. It sounds to me like you just have a problem with driving.
It's just unintuitive. If it handles sloppy most of the time, make it handle sloppy all the time unless I press a button, not whenever I expect it to be at peak sloppiness whenever I'm making a hard left turn and all of a sudden it fizzes its way into having a straight line.
Yeah, it's all set up.
And another boon of this game is the art style. It borders on cel-shaded without looking too cartoony. It's serious enough to keep you grounded in the gravity of the story, but also playful enough to keep you visually interested.
And one big improvement over the original is its widened color palette. In Borderlands 2, you can be in an ice level with nice blues and whites, and then go on to a grassy field with earth tones, and then right on back to the desert that you originally had with plenty of reds and browns. In the previous game, it was like 50 shades of brown.
Gross.
It's not just the landscapes, but the costumes and weapons as well. Even the smallest details look unique and well drawn. The entire game is just a treat to look at.
So what say you? Is this game strong enough to stand out of the shadow of its predecessor?
I certainly believe so. I came into this game with no preconceived notions. I'd never actually played the original, I had no idea about the story or the gameplay, and luckily Google knows a lot more about all those things than I do. So I came into the game with absolutely no biases. The gameplay is crisp, the co-op is handled so spectacularly, and the story makes these characters and this world come alive. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this game. But I'm actually wondering if you have any thoughts on its improvements over the original.
There are some things I would change, like being able to listen to old echo recordings. You could do that in the first game. Some small glitches here and there, but overall, it's just an improved version of the original game, beefed up in every single vector.
Oh, I agree. It stands well on its own, apart from the predecessor, but I won't pretend it doesn't help to have played the original. You get a lot more of the references, and you have a deeper emotional tie to the story. Plus, you will know how to spec your character the way you want it to be.
Who's that?
Ah, yes, I invited a friend over to play Borderlands 2 with us.
The same person we'd be playing with online?
Yeah, he's been kind of fun.
Either way, whether you've played Borderlands or not, Borderlands 2 is an excellent game. This has been Jay Wellington Romefeller, bidding you...
Yes, yes. This is Jay Wellington Romefeller, bidding you an evening of dreadful gaming, or whatever the hell that boorish line is.
This is him! Is this the scoundrel?
Hold on, Jay, I'll be there in 14 hours!
Calm yourself, my murderous friend. However, I know that bloodshed is something you and I both enjoy. Now I wish to inform you in person that your sight has met its demise.
No, that's impossible. There's three of us. You can't overcome all three of us, no matter how dark your intentions.
Oh, Jay, you think that. But with my new friend here...
I do no such thing!
Oh, maybe not for Professor Tyrannus, but for Mark Wahlberg as a saint.
He wouldn't do something that unintelligent!
I'm sorry!
What?!
He said he was taking a video of him trolling you the entire time. He said he made a cool montage out of it. I didn't want to upload it, so I just gave him access.
Well, why don't we just revoke his access then?
Oh, but if only you could. If only you were still an administrator of your pathetic site.
What?
You see, when I was given access, I decided I wanted to be the only one with the access. And that's right. Aristogamer is now in control of P-Rex. Rawr.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, don't worry, Jay. You'll still be able to put your sad reviews of video games up on that site. For now. But, until then, Aristogamer is under my control, and will remain as such.
Jay!
Hey, thanks for watching our video. You can check out some more by clicking the links below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's pretty much the lifeblood of all YouTubers.
No, I'm serious, I actually have to say a lot.
I'm so sorry, Jay. I betrayed your trust. I'm not even fit to be a reviewer.
It's alright. I couldn't stay mad at you. It's like staying mad at a puppy for pooping on the carpet. He's just too stupid to know what he did wrong. It's alright. We'll figure a way out of this. I know just the man to call.